Welcome back to our amazing channel. Today let's dive into how some of our favorite popular snacks came to be. Who doesn't love a good crispy potato chip? The crunch, the salt, the flavor that keeps you reaching for more. The potato chip's story is one of frustration, spite, and a happy accident. It starts with a chef, a customer, and a kitchen showdown. In 1853, Saratoga Springs, New York, a bustling hub for the elite. At Moon's Lake House, known for upscale dining, Chef George Crumb is making a name for himself. Enter a picky customer, constantly sending back his fried potatoes. Too thick, too soggy. Nothing satisfies him. Crumb, frustrated, decides to teach him a lesson. He slices the potatoes paper thin, fries them till crispy, and salts them heavily. It's a culinary gamble, but the customer loves them. The potato chip was born, changing snacking forever. All right, folks, let's travel back in time to 1905. Meet young Frank Epperson, an 11-year-old with a thirst for adventure and a knack for accidental genius. One fateful day, Frank mixes up a refreshing drink using soda powder and water. Like any good mixologist, he grabs a stirring stick and heads outside, ready to conquer the world, or at least his backyard. But then, life throws a curveball in the form of a drastic temperature drop. Frank, being a resourceful kid, forgets about his drink and leaves it outside overnight. The next morning, he discovers his concoction frozen solid, the stirring stick frozen right in the middle. Curiosity, or maybe just a rumbling tummy, gets the best of him, and he pulls out the frozen treat. And bam! The world's first popsicle is born. Frank, being a marketing whiz even at 11, starts selling his Epsicles around the neighborhood. Years later, his own kids, bless their little cotton socks, start calling it Popsicle, and the rest, as they say, is frozen, delicious history. Number 3. Cornflakes. Get ready, cereal lovers. This story takes us to the origins of a breakfast favorite. Late 19th century, Battle Creek Sanitarium in Michigan, a hub for health and wellness. Brothers John Harvey and Will Keith Kellogg were creating a vegetarian diet for their patients. They were health food pioneers, always experimenting in the kitchen. One day, they accidentally left cooked wheat dough out on the counter. We've all been there, right? The dough was forgotten. The dough went stale, no longer fresh and pliable. Most would toss it, but the Kellogg brothers saw potential. They ran the dough through rollers, creating thin flakes. Toasted flakes were born, a crunchy, delicious accident. Patients loved it, and Will Kellogg saw a business opportunity. He switched to corn, added sugar, and cornflakes were born, revolutionizing breakfast. Number 4. Say cheese. Okay, folks, buckle up for this one because we're about to enter the wonderfully weird world of cheese puffs. I know. It sounds strange, but trust me on this. Our story takes us back to the 1930s, to a company called the Flackall Company in Wisconsin. Now, these guys weren't in the business of making cheesy snacks for humans. Nope, their main gig was grinding corn into animal feed. Exciting, right? But here's where things take a turn for the delicious. To keep their machines running smoothly, they'd moisten the corn with water. One day, an employee notices something strange happening. When the moistened corn goes through the grinder, it puffs up like a pufferfish on a sugar rush. Intrigued, they decide to experiment. They season the puffed corn, fry it up, and for the pièce de résistance, they add that magical ingredient cheese flavoring. And thus, the cheese puff, that airy, cheesy cloud of deliciousness, is born. All thanks to some observant employees and a happy little accident involving animal feed. Number 5. Nacho average snack story. Get ready for a fiesta in your mouth, because this next story is all about the glorious creation of nachos, a snack that has become a staple at parties, sports events, and casual gatherings worldwide. Picture this. 1943, Piedras Negras, Mexico, just across the border from Texas. A small town with a big heart, bustling with life and culture. A restaurant called Victory Club is the place to be, and Ignacio Nacho Anaya is the maitre d', the king of hospitality. Known for his warm smile and impeccable service, Nacho is a beloved figure in the community. One evening, a group of American military wives walks in after closing time, famished and craving a snack. They had been shopping all day and were looking for something to satisfy their hunger. Nacho is all about making his customers happy, but the kitchen is closed, and ingredients are scarce. The chef and staff have already left for the night, leaving Nacho to fend for himself. But Nacho, being a resourceful culinary genius, doesn't panic. He quickly scans the kitchen for anything he can use to whip up a quick snack. He grabs some tortillas, slices them into triangles, and fries them to crispy perfection. The smell of frying tortillas fills the air, making everyone's mouth water. Then, he adds shredded cheese and sliced jalapenos, because everything's better with a little spice. The combination of melted cheese and spicy jalapenos is irresistible. He pops the whole thing under the broiler until the cheese is melty and gooey, and voila! Nachos Especiales are born. The dish is simple, yet delicious, a perfect blend of flavors and textures. The dish becomes an instant hit, spreading like wildfire across the border and throughout the United States. People can't get enough of this new snack, and it quickly becomes a favorite at parties and gatherings. And that, my friends, is how a resourceful maitre d', a handful of simple ingredients, and a group of hungry ladies gave us the nacho, the ultimate snackable masterpiece. A dish that has stood the test of time and continues to bring joy to people all over the world. And there you have it, folks, the surprising and often hilarious origins of some of your favorite snacks. Who knew that so much deliciousness could come from simple mistakes and a whole lot of experimentation? If you made it to the end, give yourself a pat on the back and a handful of your favorite accidental invention. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel and comment which topics you'd like us to explore next.